Jesus comes, verse number 8, and changes all that. And he said unto these men, "Rise, take up." But remember, there was a conversation where Jesus is asking these men, "Do you want to be made whole?" But the man is in his mind, he is saying, "I don't have the ability to follow the process, because I am impotent, I am sick. By the time I want to jump into the water, there is already somebody there. And for me, I have nobody to help me." And Jesus saying, "I am asking you a question, because I am a son." We are not talking about those other people that are supposed to help you. You are talking to the Son. Hallelujah. We drew a line that the sheep, when they get lost, they have to wait for the shepherd to go and seek for them. Hallelujah. They have to go, and they cannot find their way back. But for the Son, the Father waits in his house. And someday, the Son will come to his senses, and he'll say, "There is better blessings, comfort in my Father's house than where I am right now." But a sheep cannot do that. So here we are seeing a conversation, as it were, between a son and a sheep. He's saying, "I'm here to help you. Don't worry who is there to help you, or whether there's anybody to help you." Verse number 8, he said, "Rise up, take up your bed and walk." In other words, he's saying, "I have a shortcut. As a son, I know how my Father would want things to be done." Verse number 9, "And immediately the man was made whole and took up his bed and walked." And on the same day, now that is the problem, because the same day was the Sabbath. The same day was the Sabbath day. And these people, they were not supposed to work on the Sabbath day. They were not to carry things on the Sabbath day. And this guy had been told to take up his bed. Now that is already work. So he is contravening and going against the rules. The laid down principles that have to be followed, these men have already gone against it. And you know who found him? The sheep. Verse 10. And the sheep, they asked him. And the Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, "It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful." But they don't know these men met with the Son. And as the Son doeth, he does exactly what the Father will do. Hallelujah. So they don't know that this man met with the Son of God. And this man, he came face to face with authority. He said, "Why are you carrying your bed?" He said, is it not lawful for thee to carry thy bed, being a Sabbath day? And he said, "He that made me whole, the same said unto me, and after all, I'm whole. And you guys, I was waiting for you at the pool to throw me in the water, and none of them was able. And here comes a man, I don't even know him, but he came and told me, 'Rise up, take up your bed and go.'" Now, whether it is Sabbath or not, I think my concern is, I was not able to walk, but now I'm walking. You guys, you are there with me, and you are not able to help me. Until that man came, I may not know his name, I may not know where he is coming from, I don't even know where he went after that, but all what I know, now I can walk. Whether it's a Sabbath day or no Sabbath day, I am made whole. And as a child of God, there are some things you're supposed to do, regardless of the traditions and the customs that are laid by men. As a son of God, you override some things as long as you know you are taking care of your Father's business. As long as you know you are taking care of your Father's business. And I'm seeing Jesus with a coach, with a whip, whipping men and women out of the church, out of the temple. And men will say, but he is sinning by beating people. He didn't care as long as he was taking care of his Father's business. Hallelujah to our God. He was taking care of his Father's business. And the Jews, they are good. They know the law. They observe the law. But it is only the Son who knows the mind of God, the mind of his Father. He said, I don't know. Or what he said, take up your bed. Then they said unto him, what man is that which said unto you, take up thy bed and walk? And he said, verse number 13, and he that was healed was not, he didn't know who it was. For Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. And he said, afterward, hallelujah. Tell your neighbor, afterward. After the Jews had asked a lot of questions, grilled him and made him to feel like he is condemned because he is calling a bed on a Sabbath day. Afterward, Jesus findeth him. Where? Because he is a son and he is still coming to his Father's business. And he finds this sheep. Remember, it's a son and a sheep. He findeth this child of God and this sheep, and he said unto him, behold, thou art made whole. He said, sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon thee. Then verse 15, the man departed and told. Now he has now known who was this man. He knew this is the Son of God. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had made him whole. Therefore did the sheep, the Jews, persecute him because he had done these things. On when? Because to them, we know the Bible, we know the Torah, we know how things are supposed to be done. They don't even care to know that this guy would still be at the pool, maimed and crippled. That was not their concern. There's some people who not even care whether you are restored back to God, whether you are healed, whether you are touched by God. They don't care. They want to know, did you clear? Did you clear with the boat? How did you get back here? How did you get healed? Did you give an offering? Did you talk to the bishop? Did you talk to the apostle? Was it on a Sunday? When was it? They don't want to care that you are healed. They are not thanking God and celebrating that this man is healed. They are finding a problem that it was done on a Sabbath day. He said, man, I am healed. I was sick. And all what you can talk about, it is that it was done on Sabbath day. And you find fault with that. And that is why, my brother, when God blesses you, don't care what people think, what people talk about. You are a son of God. Especially if you're a son of God, they'll find fault with you because the way you do things, sometimes it confuses them. In our kanganya, it is because they know there's a way things are supposed to be done, and you didn't follow that because you're a son. Look at verse number 17. Verse 17, but Jesus answered them. What did he say? He is saying, my Father works like this, then I also work like him. So if you have a problem with me, then you have a problem with my Father. Because what I am doing my Father's business. Listen to this. And a lot of people have heard this even doctrine, and they base their faith and their salvation on the Sabbath day, and they say you cannot work on the Sabbath day, you cannot go far on the Sabbath day. But God said that he worked for 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. From what? He rested from what? The Bible students. He rested from what? Creation, right? He didn't create again, right? But did he stop from being God? Did he rest? Did he take a Sabbath for 1 day of not being God? Did he rest? Did he took a Sabbath in watching over his people, that which he had created? He still continued being, and he continued taking care of that which he had created. The Bible says, and all things are held together by the power of his word. So God still continued to provide for the birds of the air. Did he stop on the 7th day? The birds were still eating. Hey, were they not eating? They were still eating. The earth was still revolving. Was it not revolving? The sun was still moving. Man was still breathing in and out. And the Bible says, in him we live, we move, and have our being. That means if he rested on the 7th day from all his duties, then there was not going to be no man living on the face of the earth, because he was going to withdraw his responsibility as a God. That means that no man was going to be alive on the 7th day, because he watches over. Now that means he's still in business. Tell your neighbor, we're still talking about our Father's business. He was still working. He was still in business. He was watching over that which he had created. All what he rested from was creation. He created from the 1st day to the 6th day. And the 7th day he said, I rest from. But did he rest from being God? His business was still continuing. And Jesus is saying, you people, you're so lost. You're talking of a Sabbath that we are not supposed to work. I'm not working. I'm not creating. I'm taking care of that which was created. And my Father was taking care of that which he created on the 7th day. Oh, what he did was to rest on the 7th day from creation. He was not creating, but he was taking care of that which was created. Are you getting what I'm talking about? And Jesus is saying, as a son, as my Father was working on the Sabbath day, taking care of that which he had created, sustaining that which he had created, providing for that which he had created, safeguarding that which he has created, even me as a son. And that is why Paul is saying, the creation groaneth in pain. What are they looking for? They are waiting for the manifestation. Now we are talking about the creation, the creature. Romans 8 verse number 19. The creature itself, that which was created, it is waiting for a son, for the earnest expectation of the creature. In other words, after God had created, that creature had to be taken care of. had to be protected, had to be watched over. Hallelujah. The creature itself is waiting, expectation, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. That means that Jesus, this man at the pool, was waiting for the manifestation of the Son of God. Because if it is going to depend on me jumping in this pool, I will never be healed. I will never get my deliverance. I'll never get my healing. I'll never get my blessings. If I have to follow the laid down procedure, I may not even make it. But the whole creature, that which was created, it is groaning, waiting for something. Hallelujah. The heritage of God is waiting for something. And that something they are waiting for is the sons of God to be manifested. Because when the sons of God are manifested, they take charge. They take control. When the Son of God comes, Jesus comes, and he says, this man, rise up, take your bed, and go. He's saying, as my Father worketh, so do I. We said about Solomon, he'll build my house, and I will establish. So they work together. You have the mind of God. You have the mind of your Father. Your business is to take care of your Father's business. And that is why verse number 18 of this book is saying, therefore they sought more to kill him, because he had not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God, they are now upset